I just want to say shout out to Ashley for including, you know, different skin tones, different religions in her video. She's really progressing YouTube. That's all I have to say, like, you know.
Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a prom makeup tutorial on my friend Esraa, who has a darker skin tone and is also Muslim. So this is a look for my darker skin girls out there and also for my hijabis. So without any further ado, let's just jump right into this gorgeous prom look. We're going to start off with Esraa's brows, which are by far just the most amazing full brows ever. So I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Chocolate and not necessarily fill in her brows, but just use this on an angled brush to define the shape a little bit better because they are so bold brows. They do need just a little bit of taming, so we just take that around the edges of the brow to define the shape and make them look just a little bit cleaner, but I didn't want to take them down at all and I wanted to keep them nice and big and bold because I'm in love with them. They're like the most gorgeous brows ever. I'm obsessed. So I just took this and just went around the shape of the brows and made sure that it was all one uniform shape. And then to clean them up a little bit further, I took a concealer that was basically her skin tone on a flat definer brush and I just carved them out. This is gonna look great in pictures. I say it all the time, but it's gonna look great in photos and it definitely helps clean up any stray hairs that you may have forgotten to pluck or wax or thread or however you take your facial hair off. So I just went in with that and then blended it all out so it didn't look crazy. Then to start on the eyes, I'm going to take the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer and just pop a little bit of this on the lid. Before you start any eyeshadow look, you definitely want to lay down a primer. It's going to help your eyeshadow stick on a little bit better, stay on for longer, and the colors are going to look way more vibrant. And especially on darker skin tone, you want some vibrant eyeshadow. So we're putting that down first, and I'm going to take the Makeup Geek eyeshadow in the shade Country Girl, which is a really nice kind of mauve-y brown color, and I loved this shade as a transition shade in her eye. I thought it complemented her skin tone so well, so I took that on an E40 brush from Sigma and just buffed it and blended it all in the crease until it was as blown out as possible. And don't mind the girls being goofballs, they always are. Bianca like had to be in the video somehow, so she stuck herself in the very back corner and we were having a ball filming this video. But yeah, I just went in and blended that all out, and then I took Makeup Geek's eyeshadow in Cocoa Bear and I took this on an E25 and further defined the crease. Because her skin tone is darker, it's not going to be as intense as it would like on me obviously, but it does give great definition in the crease. So I put that on that E25 and went ahead and buffed it all in the crease and made sure that it was blended into that Country Girl that we put down before. Then I took ColourPop's eyeshadow in Mittens, which is a deeper red brown, and I took that on a small angled or small tapered eyeshadow brush and I put that in the crease to further define. I wanted a lot of different layers of brown shades because I wanted it to be a lot of depth and kind of, I don't know, just a lot of depth in the crease. So I went in with a few different brown shades and then I took this really dark brown shade and I just popped this on the outer corner to add a little bit of darkness there, so it kind of made the look a little bit more sultry and dark and a little bit more intense. So I popped that on the outer corner and made sure everything was blended together. And then I took Makeup Geek's Pigment in the shade Sweet Dreams and used this as her brow bone highlight. I really liked it. It gave a really nice glow to the brow bone and it wasn't ashy on her skin tone. So if you are a darker skin and you're looking for a perfect brow bone highlight or even a face highlight, this one is really nice and I loved putting it on that brow. It like made everything pop so well. So I put that under there, and then for the lid, the star of the show, I took the Stila Magnificent Metals foiled eyeshadow in the shade Metallic Dusty Rose, and I put this on her eyelid with a flat concealer brush. I did mix it with the adhesive that the shadow comes with, and oh my god, isn't this the most incredible shadow you've ever seen? It just looks so gorgeous on her, and honestly for any skin tone this is gonna look gorgeous. The foil in it is intense and would look amazing for prom. So I put that on the lid and then made sure everything was blended by going back with the brushes we used to blend the crease. And then off camera I put on some winged liner and lashes on her just to save a little bit of time in the video, and now I'm just taking a wet wipe and cleaning off any glitter off of her face so we can start on the skin. So to start the skin, I'm taking the Skindinavia makeup primer spray and just spraying that all over her face. It feels so good on the skin. I love this stuff. And then Esraa's favorite pore combo is much like mine. It's the Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer, and instead of the Hourglass Veil, she likes the Angel Veil from NYX, which are very, very comparable. So if you want to save a little bit of money and not get the Hourglass one, this one is just as good. So I took those two and popped them on the skin. And she's laughing because my mom came in the room and was making jokes. My mom likes to be in like every video too. She just doesn't know it yet. Yeah, so I'm just popping that all over her skin and making sure we prep and prime the skin for the foundation. Very important step when you're going to prom. Make sure not to skip primer. Then for foundation, I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Light Foundation. Esraa absolutely loves this stuff. She says it's like the Double Wear, but a lot more lightweight and easier to work with and more blendable, which I totally agree. It was way more blendable than the original Double Wear, and it just has a more kind of natural finish on the skin, but it still has that amazing coverage that the Double Wear has. So I absolutely love this. Definitely recommend it. I'm probably going to be picking it up for myself, and I love it. So I just put all of that on with a damp beauty blender, and then I'm going in with this kind of reddish orange shade from this Conceal Contour Correct palette from NYX in the deep tones, and I'm putting that right under her eyes to correct her dark circles. I had never tried this step before, but she told me that she loved it, so I tried it and I was like, oh my god, I need to find a comparable version of this color for my skin tone because it worked magically. And then I didn't blend it out yet, but I went in with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Concealer and popped it right on top as kind of the highlighting concealer and also to add a little bit more coverage. So I put that under the eyes and then down the center of the face, down the bridge of the nose, on the Cupid's bow, and then on the chin and a little bit around the mouth. And then after that, I went in with a beauty blender and blended it all out. And as you can see, that orange concealer under it kind of canceled out her dark circles completely. Like these two mixed together, I was so impressed with. I need to try it on myself. And then to set that in place, because she does crease easily, I went in with the Ben Nye Banana Powder and just packed that on with this Sigma tapered highlighting brush. And then I let it sit for just a few seconds, and then I dusted off all of the extra, kind of like a slight little baking technique, but not too long. And then I went in with that concealer palette again, but with the darkest shade, and I used this to cream contour her face. She has incredible bone structure, and I was like, yes, I want to contour it so bad. So I went in with this and did around the perimeter of the face and then also down the nose. And it was a little bit difficult to blend out because of her hijab, but otherwise, if this wasn't a video, I would have done her makeup without this on. But I mean, we made it work. We just kind of tugged and pulled where we needed to. So I just blended that all out with a duo fiber brush and then another brush just around the nose. And then I went in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Powder in the shade Espresso to kind of bronze up the skin. This is a little bit warmer of her powder. Don't mind Esraa eating. She really needed to eat for some reason, and so I left this in just to get back at her for eating while I was doing her makeup. But yeah, I'm using this to bronze up the skin. It's more warm, so it's not necessarily perfect for a contour shade, but I went back in with this cooler toned shade from the Kat Von D contour kit, and I went in and kind of deepened up the contour lines on her face. Once again, she's eating on camera. This is what you get. So I went in and blended that all out. And lately I've been using this MAC brush to contour, and I've been really liking it. Then for blush, I'm using the MAC Mineralize blush in the shade Lovejoy, which looked incredible on her skin. Like, I almost gave it to her, but then I was like, no, I like it on mine too. But it looked just so beautiful on her. If you are a darker skin tone and you want a good summer blush, I feel like this would look beautiful on all of you. Like, oh my god, it looked so gorgeous on her. And then for highlighter, I went in with the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in the shade Blush Gems, and I took it on this large fluff eyeshadow brush to give it a little bit more pigmentation. Don't mind Bianca in the background. And this glow looked incredible on her. I was so in love with it. It made her entire face just glow to the gods. It was amazing. So now I went back to the eyes with that dark brown shadow from Alcone again. I just took this on a flat definer brush and kind of defined the lower lash line with it. No liner just yet, but I did want to define the lower lash line. Then I took CoverGirl on a pencil brush and blended it all all out to kind of tie in the top eyelid to the bottom eyelid. Oh my god, Bianca, I can't with you. Should have made her leave the room. But I'm just blending all that out, and then I went in with the Vincent Longo Jet Black eyeliner and I lined her waterline, and it made her eyes like pop so much. I was so glad that I added this step because it just looked great when it was all complete. And then I just finished up the eyes by applying a little bit of mascara on the lower lashes. This is the new CoverGirl, I think it's called like Super Sizing Mascara or whatever, but it's really good. I like it. Then for lip option number 1, we do have 3 lip options. This is a nice purple lip, so it's NYX Y2K lip pencil, and then MAC Heroine and the Vision in Violet Color Elixir from Maybelline. And then number 2 is a more peachy nude. I started out with the NYX Rose Brown lip pencil and then topped it off with Urban Decay Liar lipstick and Liar lip gloss. Perfect on her skin tone. And then for the third one, it's a more matte nude lip and a cool tone lip. It's OCC Sybil lip pencil and then Colored Rain Marshmallow liquid lipstick. And then no matter what lip option you choose, you're going to want to take the Skindinavia makeup finishing spray and just set the entire look in place. So that's exactly what I did. And basically, once you do that, you're done with the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please give it a thumbs up if you do. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I love you all so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.